In a world of vampires and ancient evils, witness the captivating reimagining of the Dracula story. Renfield, played by Nicolas Hoult, is no longer a devoted follower, but a man cursed to do Dracula's bidding. Determined to break free, he joins a support group and teams up with police officer Rebecca Quincy, played by Awkwafina. Together, they face an epic battle against Dracula and his minions, leading to a transformative journey of courage and redemption. Get ready for Renfield, a thrilling tale of darkness, liberation, and the power of Dracula's blood.
This crime family of yours, would it enjoy witnessing the beheading of its enemies and the impalement of all who oppose it?
Wow, so this film Renfield gives the classic Dracula story a fresh update. After nearly a century of portraying the Count, Nicolas Cage takes on the role of Dracula himself. But what makes this reimagining so intriguing is the focus on Renfield, portrayed by Nicolas Hoult, Dracula's familiar, and the one responsible for his dirty work. Unlike the classic version, Renfield is not a devoted follower, but rather a man cursed to carry out Dracula's bidding in exchange for power, leaving him without hope of finding true connections in his life. The film takes an unexpected turn as Renfield attends a support group for people in codependent and toxic relationships. With the guidance of the group facilitator and a book titled How to Defend Yourself from a Narcissist, Renfield musters the courage to stand up to Dracula during a heated argument. However, this backfires as Dracula discovers a sticker on the book indicating it's from a church, setting him into a furious rage. He mercilessly kills everyone in the support group, leaving Renfield behind to meet with Ella Lobo, a mob boss played by Shure Agdashley. This event becomes the turning point of the story, leading to the ultimate showdown against Dracula and his army of blood-powered lackeys. As Dracula cornered Rebecca, played by the talented Awkwafina, he makes a tempting offer to heal her sister with his blood if she joins him. Meanwhile, Renfield finds himself in a fierce struggle against Ella's son, Teddy, now infused with Dracula's powers. However, Renfield and Rebecca manage to fend off their attackers, and they team up to go after Dracula, setting the stage for an epic battle. Rebecca's resourcefulness leads her to discover a spell to trap Dracula in a Wiccan Tumblr account. With the Count immobilized, our heroes unleash their fury on him, using an assortment of weapons, including maces, chainsaws, and holy water. Despite their triumph, the duo isn't entirely sure if Dracula is truly dead. They decide to dump his remains into a drain and fill it with cement to prevent his resurrection for a considerable time. However, the lingering presence of Dracula's blood brings an element of uncertainty. The potent blood possesses remarkable healing abilities and even resurrects the dead. Its potential falling into the wrong hands poses an intriguing possibility for the future. As for Renfield, he gets his long-awaited revenge during the final battle. Fueled by the support group affirmations, he pummels Dracula while proclaiming, "I am enough, I have enough, I'll be the one at full power." This cathartic moment symbolizes his liberation from the vampire's control, marking a new beginning in his life. With the help of Dracula's blood, Renfield heals from his past traumas, and Rebecca remains a constant source of support by his side. No longer bound by Dracula's commands, Renfield is finally free to forge genuine connections with others, even rekindling his friendships within the support group. But there's a lingering question of whether he still retains some of his super strength and reflexes gained from consuming bugs. The film concludes with a sense of hope for Renfield's future, signified by the pitcher full of Dracula's blood. The same blood that once enslaved him now grants life to his newfound freedom. And though a sequel might be possible given the potential implications of Dracula's blood and his uncertain fate, Renfield delivers ample closure for our favorite familiar. The film leaves us with a satisfying ending, witnessing Renfield's transformation from a slave to a hero, and finding a path to his own happiness alongside Rebecca.
Is there room for one more? Yeah?
Thank you.
Let's give him some ideas.
So anyway, what's with this obsession of Renfield over bugs? Let's dive deeper. As it turns out, R.M. Renfield from Bram Stoker's Dracula is quite the odd character in literature. He's this bug-eating lunatic who pledges loyalty to the Vampire King, locked away in an asylum, but occasionally breaks free to chat with his dark master. What's even weirder is his habit of munching on flies and spiders. It's like his signature move in a book already full of bizarre stuff.
Swallowed a bug. Unintentionally.
What other way is there to...
Would you like to share your story? No.
But that bug diet isn't just for shock value. Renfield believes that by gobbling up these critters, he can score some immortality points. The book doesn't spell it out, and most adaptations kinda skim over the details, probably just focusing on the creep factor. But get this, the new horror comedy movie Renfield actually dived deeper into the whole bug eating. In the novel, Dracula promises him a never-ending supply of lives to munch on in exchange for loyalty. So, Renfield gets creative. He feeds spiders with flies, then eats the spiders to increase the potency. He even asks for a cat from his keeper, but when that's a no-go, he goes after birds himself. Dracula throws rats and dogs into the mix too, but spoiler alert, things don't end well for Renfield. Now, these bugs seem to do something funky to him, although it's not clear in the book. Various adaptations show Renfield going nuts over these critters. In the new movie, he drops a box full of flies, spiders, and roaches, eats a spider, and bam, he's got glowing eyes and super strength, taking down armed men like it's nothing. So, here's the twist. Those bugs might not be your regular garden variety. The movie suggests that Dracula spices them up with his own vampire mojo, and by munching on these juiced-up bugs, Renfield gains special abilities, maybe even a longer life and more muscle power. Talk about a unique take. It's like Dracula's controlling Renfield by offering him these bug-powered upgrades. So, no ordinary flies and spiders for Renfield. He needs the special ones Dracula sends him. Basically, the movie's adding a new layer to the story. Instead of just random bugs, it's these specially juiced ones that give Renfield his unique edge. The book was a bit vague about this, but the movie's bringing it into focus.